The argument began quietly beside a parked motorcycle, the kind of small moment no one expects to turn into neighborhood drama. The bike sat neatly along the curb, chrome catching the afternoon light, its owner only a few steps away, returning from the mailbox. That was when the HOA representative appeared, clipboard tucked under her arm, eyes already narrowed as if the motorcycle itself had offended her. She pointed at the bike before saying a word. According to her, it violated community standards. It was too close to the sidewalk. It looked out of place. Her voice carried an edge that drew attention, and the calm afternoon shifted. The owner explained that the motorcycle was legally parked, registered and only there temporarily. He spoke evenly, trying to keep things respectful. But the HOA representative interrupted, quoting rules that sounded more like opinions than policies. As voices rose, neighbors began to notice. A woman walking her dog slowed down. A couple sitting on a nearby bench stopped their conversation. Children at the park glanced over, sensing tension even if they didn't understand it. The motorcycle became the center of an invisible circle, a symbol of control versus common sense. The HOA representative insisted the bike had to be moved immediately. When asked to show the written rule, she deflected, saying she knew the regulations. The owner stood his ground, his frustration visible but contained. He reminded her that respect went both ways and that yelling wouldn't change facts. That only seemed to irritate her more. Someone from the crowd quietly spoke up, mentioning they'd seen cars parked in the same spot countless times without issue. Another neighbor nodded in agreement. The balance shifted. What had started as a one-on-one confrontation was now a public discussion, and the HOA representative realized she no longer controlled the narrative. Her voice softened slightly, but her pride held firm. She warned about fines and future consequences, then finally stepped back. Muttering that this wasn't over, the owner didn't respond. He simply looked around, thanked the neighbors who had spoken up, and checked his motorcycle, as if to remind himself it was just an object, not worth losing peace over. Slowly, the crowd dispersed. The park returned to its rhythm. Birds chirped. Children laughed again. But the moment lingered in everyone's mind. It wasn't really about a motorcycle. It was about power, boundaries, and how quickly everyday life can turn tense when authority forgets empathy. In that quiet neighborhood beside a perfectly parked bike, people were reminded that standing up calmly can speak louder than shouting ever will.